Hello, friends and lovers. Welcome back. I got a weird one for you today. This is CiniCross. This game is a suggestion from our good friend Bo on the Discord. It's basically Picross roguelike. It's the best way I can describe it. It's hard as balls for someone that hasn't played Picross since I was, well, actually, I was probably older than I might think, now that I consider it. But yeah, I played it a lot on the DS and everything, but I'm going to try to explain things as we go, but it is on a timer, so we have to play somewhat quickly here. So it gives you a hint as to how many blocks are inside the puzzle on its own. You need to look at the numbers in order to logically figure that. So there's 3 singles there, so that means this is really the only pattern that's possible. Now we can look across here. We know that this cannot be touching another block because it's only singles there, but we don't know where this single goes here in this row quite yet. Over here, it could be for anything. Here is kind of interesting. So we know that the 2 could be either here or here, but it still has to have a 1. So really anything's open for that over there. Anything's open here, it looks to me too. Here, we know that in order to finish the 2, it has to be left or right of this block here. So therefore, it cannot be these 2 on the left, which might assist us a little bit at least. Now, there's only a single here. I'm looking. Oh, this one's actually already something. So this cannot be fulfill the 2. So we know it can't be. This has to be one of the 2 blocks from that. Now we know that the 2 for this one has to be fulfilled that way. Hopefully I am explaining things at least decently here for us. You don't have to actually mark them with X's, but it might help you out. You can just kind of click the blocks in order to do it. All right. Now that I got through that, here's where the roguelike kind of scenario ends up coming in here. So we get some artifacts that will hopefully make things easier as we go. You get 30 seconds back for completing a normal Picross. It took me 1:13 to do it. Is that what that's saying up there? Which is pretty bad, really. I lost time overall. So here we get to choose one artifact. Silver coin increases time gains by 10%, and then you can have multiple copies of that. Over here, against a boss, every 5 blocks placed deals 1 damage. We'll have to get to that so that you can see. So let's just take the time gains. It's uncommon, too. We need to keep our time up as much as possible here, but we're facing a harder Picross already. I'm going to call it, they call them nonograms. Maybe that's the original, but I only ever knew them as Picrosses, which was probably just the name of the game for the DS. Oh boy. So now it's just bigger. You know, there's really nothing fancy to consider about it. X and then a 3. Okay, so that definitely, makes me think one particular way here. I think it has to be at least that. So we can cross off all of that. 3x1. So there's actually only one option there for that one. The 2 here also can only be a single. So you can add 1 to the number so we know how many... Oh, God. How do I describe that? There's ways to kind of figure out, like, what you can have, I guess. All right, so we know that's all set there. That's all done. That's done. That has to be that. So this 3 could be a few places here, it looks to me. 4, 1, 2 down here. So we can cross... this, no, I shouldn't cross that off yet, but this has to be the 4. Oh, yeah, in fact, I shouldn't do that at all. So this has to be the 1. That has to be the 2. I almost messed that up. Almost messed that up. So that has to be the 1 right there. This is a 3. Trying to do this quickly is quite nerve-wracking, not gonna lie. Okay, there that is. Okay. Took us 1:09, so I lost a little bit of time still. We gained 55 seconds. What do we got here? The Who Gauntlet. Avoid the mistake made every 20 mistakes. That's a lot of mistakes, though, you know what I mean? I almost wonder if I should be thinking about making mistakes on purpose in order to speed things up. That's kind of crazy to consider. Reveals a random cross every 30 cells completed. Against a boss, every 5 blocks placed deals 1 damage. I need ways to speed things up, and I guess the best way to speed things up is to take these 2. So now it's every 29 cells, since I took 2 copies of them. All right. I'm not going to tackle the hardest one early on if we can avoid it, methinks. Methinks here. 1, 2. So you're going to have to be the 2. Means no, and then no. No, I hit the wrong button. I knew what I was doing, I swear, but I hit the wrong button. Okay, so I lose some health there, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so this has to be like this, I believe, right? Which means that has to be there. This has to be there. Okay. I only get 1 artifact for doing the easier one. Oh, God. So I can take another crystal orb. You could roll these rewards, too. It only took me 24 seconds, so I actually saved time in that one. So at least there's that. Now, this is the harder one again. Okay. I'm trying to pick out the easy ones first here, you know what I mean? Oh man, that scared the crap out of me. 1 and 2, so this has to be like this then. That means already. 3 and 1, so we know that that cannot be the thing. Nor can that. Actually, maybe? I already did it, so I guess that's it. That could have been a mistake, though, in hindsight. Okay, 1 and 2, so this has to be the 1. That has to be one of it. Okay, 5 and 1. It could be that. Actually, it has to be these, right? So that's all done. Okay, so there's that. All right, very good. There's a 3 and a 2 here. Okay. 3. Okay, we did it. Haha. 51 seconds. I saved 4 seconds on that one. Ooh, we got like an epic here or something. The green coin increases HP, gold, and time gains by 30%. Yo, though. Yo, though. I get 2 artifacts as well. We definitely want that. Increases HP gains by 10%. Increases maximum HP by 40. I guess I'll take that, even though I think it's kind of hard to get back max health, if I recall correctly. An item shop. I'm probably too broke to afford anything here, unfortunately. Yeah, double your gold, 1,000 max. Artifacts can't increase this gain. Yep. Fill in the cells in the selected 5x5 area. So yeah, these I think are consumables. Yeah, it says that in the bottom left in the description there, right? They are indeed consumables, so they go into these 2 slots over there. Okay, so that's the really hard one. I'm still going to continue to avoid. I'm going to be a coward. Go ahead and say it. Although we could go to the campfire if we do it. You do save more time if you do the hard one. Don't have any consumables or anything. All right, I'm going to try it. I shall try it. 2 and 4. 1, 3, 3. So that is 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's not quite enough. 2 and 4. Oh, man. 3, and then 8, and then that's it. So I think this one is... How would I describe it? On rails kind of thing? We know that that's nothing. Okay. Down here... That's going to have to be like that, at least. So we know that that's filled in, at least. Now, 1, 1, 2 seems to know that that's the last one. We know that has to be like that, so that's kind of nice. Not sure after that. 5, 2, 2, 3. That's tough to say down there. 1 and 3. No, 1, 3, 3. 1, 1, 2, 1. Oh, sweet lord. This is where I could probably really use some help here. 1x, 1x2. Okay, so we got that. Those have to be crossed now. Seems to me. Okay, that's good. 1 and 2. Don't know about that one. Could be. 2 and 4, so you have to be filled in. That has to be like that. Okay. This is a 5, so we have to fill in all of that, which means that will help us quite a bit here, I believe. That one's all done, so that's good. 1, 1, 1. Okay, 5x1. Not sure about that. So there's 1 here. All right. Pretty sure that's going to have to be a 2 then, right? 5 and 1, so that's crossed off. That's crossed off. This whole one is crossed off now. After that, pretty sure that's going to have to be filled after looking here. Okay. 2. Pretty sure that means that one's going to have to be filled. There's a 2 somewhere in here. It doesn't help. Bunch of 1s in here, huh? 1x, 1x, 1. It could be a few different patterns, but I think that has to be the case. We are now taking HP damage because I'm taking too long. There's only a 3 left here. We can cross off those 2. There's 2 3s in here. Oh, 3. Oh, boy. Has to be something like this. These can't be connected now. Wait, I think I could have just solved that. Okay. All right, I'm coming. I'm going, I swear. 1, 2, 1. So this actually has to be the 2, so that can't be it. Okay. That's a 2... 3. I know I'm dying here, game. I knew it was too hard. Oh, no. Is it over? Not yet. We are very much on the cusp, though. That has to be like that. So that's going to have to be like that. That's going to be like that. Ah! How deep in the red was I? It took me 3:14, and then I got a minute 54 back. Oh my god, that's hard. But we got big rewards, so maybe it'll work out? Ugh. Increases HP gains by 10%. Avoid the mistakes, huh? I get to choose 3 artifacts. 3 artifacts, you say? Kind of want some HP gains. What if I try to roll it now? I haven't actually tried to do this before. Let's find out. We actually got some rarer things in here, huh? Reduces all damage received by 10%. Increases time gains by 10%. Guess I'll take that. Not certain if I really need this boss thing or not, but since we're about to fight the boss, I guess we'll do it. I'm gonna go to the campfire. Decent health replenishment here. So maybe that was worth it in the long run, but my god, the panic, the sheer panic of it all, you know what I mean? It's absolutely frightening. 5 and 3, so that's gonna have to be the 3. Means that's gonna have to be like that. Okay, so that has to be the 1 then, that means. That's all set. 1 and 2, so that has to be the 1. That will have to be like that. Not sure. 4 and 2, so that's going to be that. Means that is that. I'm really explaining things well, you know, that is that and such. As you do. That has to be a 3, okay. That's donezo. Done. That was pretty good, 42 seconds, but I gained a minute 12. Net positive there. We got to choose 2 artifacts here. Increases HP gains, reveals a random cell. I wonder about the boss damage. It's the big ones that just kind of scare the crap out of me, though. So what's going to help me the most against the big ones? I guess revealing random cells like this, right? Maybe the HP gain. We'll have to see. Against the boss, I mean, you might think it's something particular, but it's really not. You just kind of complete a bunch of small puzzles, is what seemed to happen last time. Each error erases his line and column. That's why I won't make mistakes, you know what I mean? Okay, so special rule for the boss. This is the boss health bar, but just fill in blocks in order to defeat it. Simple as that, you know what I mean? 1 and 3. Okay, that's all set. That's good. 3. Done. 1 done. You can see the health bar going down there. Cross that off. I wonder if they do actually get harder, but it's a bit hard for me to tell. Means that's going to have to be the 2. Okay. Oh, I made a big old mistake. Oh, crap. Oh, man. That really threw me off. I made a big old mistake there. So the 2. Okay. Oh, my head. Oh, my head. Okay, so not there. Not there. Not there. 2, 1. Okay. Ah! Man, that was bad. I'm ashamed of myself for that one. Should have been fine. Oh, the panic. Okay. 1 and 1. Means you have to be there. Ah, we're still going. Okay, so that's going to be that. You're all set. That'll have to be the 2. 3. X. Okay, very good. 2 and 1. Are we done yet? Okay, we're done. Whew. Minute 6, and I gained 157 back, so we're over 3 minutes now. But time will get even spicier as we go. Unfortunately for me, I got to choose 2 artifacts if we want. A sacrificial knife. Get 42 seconds, but lose 10 HP. We shall take that. I get to choose 2 artifacts if I want, or do I want to roll these because they're not that great? You can get a higher rarity. Also got nothing rolled in one of them. Oh, it will continue to be nothing, apparently. Reduce all damage received by 10%. Guess I'm just going to make it so we reveal more of these, right? So now, reveals a random cross every 25 cells completed. Yeah, I really need to just do these faster. But it's so hard. Okay, floor 2. Time goes by at 50% more speed now, which is insane. Absolutely insane, really. And there's harder ones here. Randomly erases a complete cell every 5 seconds. Oh my god, that sounds devastating. So we could plan to go to the campfire. It's quite early, but it's the only campfire here, so I guess I'm going to go for it. Okay. I'm ready. I am so ready here. You wouldn't believe how ready that I am. Okay, so the 3, 2, 1, 3. You know, that'll be good. This line is just kind of to help you denote where things are. It's my understanding, at least. There's a 2 there. So you're the 1. All right, then. 2 could be either 1. That's all nothing. 1 and 2, so that's going to be that. All set. Not sure about that. Can't be that, though. So you will have to be like this. That noise freaks me out, also. Can I just say? That noise kind of freaks me out. 3. Cross that. This should be a 3, so that's nothing. There's a 2 here. That should be that. That has to be it. No? It does not. I missed one. Took a damage. I lost time. Minute 6, but I gained a minute 12, but I definitely lost time. All right. Increase HP and time gains by 30% more. 30 equals 30 plus 10 per extra copy. Well, we definitely want that. That's for sure. So now it's 40% in actuality. So the first copy is very good at the end of the day. 10% damage received reduction. Can lose some HP. I guess I should use this now so that I gain some time since we're about to go to this campfire. And we got healed back up to full, so that's good, right? Okay, on to the next 4. 1, 2, 3. Cross all that off. 3, 3, 1, huh? You can do this one. So that's the 2, the singular 2. And then there's a couple of singles there. Okay. Cross that off. That has to be that. Okay, that has to be that. I'm looking. We don't know where that one's going to be. That'll have to be the 2, which means this is like that. That has to be the 3. Okay, it looks good. That'll have to be that. 2, so that has to be there, I believe. Okay, that was quick. That was quick. I think I might have gained time. 5 times 10. I don't know what it's talking about over there. That was pretty quick. You gotta give me that one at least. I still haven't taken the avoid a mistake thing. Again, I'm mostly worried about completing these quickly. Avoid a mistake, huh? Every 20 mistakes. That's just so many mistakes. I don't think I'll make 20 mistakes in the whole run. I'll just time out well before then, which might go to show that maybe I should make more mistakes. I don't know. I guess I'm going to take the shield. Or, you know what? Let's roll that. Can we get something better here? We're down to every 24. Hey, we got another silver coin. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still want it. For more time gain. Okay. Let us go. All right, we got an easy one. I like easy ones. Hell yeah. Okay, that's a 3. Oh no. Really? Why is it fooling me here? I gotta wonder. 2 and 1. So that would have to be the 2. That would have to be the 1. Okay. Oh, okay. Did I gain time there? I think I might have. I guess we're just going to take the damage reduction there, which isn't great. We got the item shop. Can I afford anything? I can. Fill in the cells in the selected area in the cross shape. Got $140 for this one also. Just for buying it. Since I have increased gold gain. And I will take this. Fill in the cells in the selected area in the cross shape. I'll do that for another item shop. I'm going to consider it for that nonogram-y. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's do all of these real quick. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. So that has to be the 1, which means that's all X'd out there, which means no to that one. 1, 3, and 1. Okay. That has to be the 4. Means that cannot be. Which means this has to be like that. That's the 2. That's the 2. 1, 1, X2. Not certain about that one, so no to that. That'll have to be that. So this has to be the 4 then. Okay. 1. 1, 1, 4, 1. Very good. Could have filled in that one probably sooner, but what can you do? That's that. That's that. Okay. That was a little slow. I think I lost time. Avoid the mistake every blah, 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 blah. Mistakes. Increases HP gains. What else you got? Roll it again, baby. I guess I'm going to take the crystal orb again. Every 20 mistakes is so many mistakes. And I guess the boss thing, in case that helps me. Easy one. Let's go, baby. That's nothing. 1, 2, which means that is that. That was 1. Okay, so that is that. That'll have to be that. 1 and 1. So that's the 2. That's the 2. Done. Clock it. Clock it, baby. Oh, come on. I guess I'm taking the stick. All right, we're going to do the hard one. I'm going to use this immediately. Sure, right about there. Good enough for me. This is an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it could be any of those now. Okay, so this almost certainly has to be filled in. Did I check it? Not precisely, I'll admit. Okay, so the rest of that is donezo. This is a 1, and that has to be a 4. Okay, so there that goes. That could be 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3. That's a 2, that's a 2, that's a 2. Okay, that's a 3. 5. And then a 2. 1, 4, 1. We know that'll have to be crossed off. Oh, no, I made a mistake. Nut. Okay. 1 and 2. 5 and 2. 2. 2, 1. So it'll have to be the 2, but it doesn't change anything really. Over here, that's all set. The 2 is the last one, so that has to be a single, which means this has to be a single. Yes. This is a 3, actually. There's a 4. No. I made a mistake. It was a 3. Oh, no. Fill that in, finally. All right, so there's one more single here. It should be this, right? Yeah, it has to be. Okay, that's all done. It's a 5. Cross that off. So that has to be the 2. That's the only one left there. That's the only one left there. Oh, God. 3:13 is our total time. That was not great. I lost a little bit of HP, but I guess that's not terrible. I got a sacrificial knife. Let's pick it up, but I might be able to get something better here. HP gain. We can take less damage. These are not good, are they? I'm kind of thinking of rolling it. I could take one, like the crystal orb. But I don't really like the HP gain in particular. I guess just more crystal-y orbs, which means every 20 cells now, I get 1 completed. Are we bossing? We are indeed bossing. Randomly erases a completed cell every certain amount of seconds. Okay, let's use that to get some time. We're at 4 minutes. No consumables. God, I can't tell if I like the game or if it's just my absolute nightmare to be up against the clock like this constantly. Okay, I am ready, though. Cross all that off. Oh, you erased that like a jerkwad. That's gonna have to be like that, I would say. Okay, so there's the 2. Okay. Let's fill that back in very quickly. It's 2 and 4. Okay. Every 5 seconds is just so often, isn't it? That's gonna have to be the 1, which means that'll have to be the 2. That's a no. 3. Fill that back in. Thank you. Fill that back in quickly. Okay. 1 done, and it's about half. So that's not too bad, right? Okay, let's do all that. Oh, this one's definitely going to be tougher, though. Would you go away, please, my good friend? So that one's all done already. which means that cannot be there, which means that will have to potentially be there. That one cannot be there. Okay, so that's done. Stop it. 3 and 2. 3x2. It's probably going to be something like this, right? Oh no, I looked away. Okay, that's X'd out. Okay. Oh man, that's hard. Stop it. So that's that one. 2. Let's fill that in, I'm pretty sure. But I'm not actually positive, I'll admit. 3 and 2. What was this? I don't even remember now. That must have been an X. It had to have been. Okay. There's a 2 and a 1 somewhere in here. Okay, so that's going to have to be like that. 3. Oh, I don't remember what this is about. I think that's filled in, though. 3x2. Put that back. Stop! No, annoying me. 1. X. Okay, I probably could have done that a while ago. But it's just so hard. Okay, 3, 2. I don't remember what that was. It had to have been an X, though. That's just a 2. That's the 1. That was X'd out. Ugh. Are we done? No, we're not done. Oh, my God. Oh, no. 4. X4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Did we win? Oh, we won because of the sticks. Oh, sweet Lord. I actually only got down to 65. Did I not run out of time? I did run out of time, but then I got 241 back. Oh, man. That was interesting. 50% chance of recovering all your HP. 50% chance of losing half your HP. Minimum -1 HP. Guess I'm going to hold on to that. Add a copy to a random artifact you have obtained. Use it now. Gave me the stupid bronze coin, which I don't even like. I have 3 of those? They're so bad, though. Okay. Give me that. Reduces all damage received by 10%. That's a boss-related thing. I'm going to roll it again. Give me something rarer, please. Ooh, here we go. Finally. 3% chance of revealing filled cell column. Okay. I guess the boss thing again. You have defeated the torch. You have reached the end of floor 2. Congratulations. You have overcome the difficulty 0 with Peasant Class 1. Would you like to continue in Endless Mode or stop here? I guess I will attempt to continue in Endless Mode. But now the time goes by twice as fast. And look at how hard the puzzles get. Oh, no. What is this saying? An altar. A place to entrust yourself to the gods. All right. Let's try. I think it's safe to say I will be got here. 5 and 1. 2, 2, 1, 1. Is that enough? 4, 6, 1, 2, 3. That's only 9. So no? I think you could say it's something like that. Nope, I made a mistake already. So that's 6 plus 8. No. God, where do you start? I'm actually not even sure. 2, 3, 1. 1, 1, 1, 3. So that is 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 9. What about this? This is 6, 7, 9. 1, 2, 3. No, I didn't mean to do that one. Damn it. Okay, well, it unveiled something for me, so I guess we can leech off of that a little bit or something like that. Oh, God. Okay. Now it's not erasing anything. Oh, man, that was brutal. Cross that off. Oh, boy. 1, 1, 3. So same thing over here. 1, 2, 1. Oh, that was a mistake. I was kind of half guessing there at that point already. 2, 2, 1, 1. So this has to be the 1. These have to be the 2s then, which means it has to be like this. Pretty sure. There's that. There's that. 5 and 1. Could be attached to that. We just don't know. I don't think we can tell still, right? I am taking damage here very quickly. 2 and 1. I think that has to be there. Can't really tell. So that is going to be the 3. Down here, what does that change? Really nothing, sadly. Okay, use this thing. I lost my HP, you're kidding me! Oh my god, I got destroyed. That's hard! That's really hard, and the flame flickered out. So, I mean, it's unique. It's kind of interesting in its own way. I think it needs... It's devastating in some ways. What was that? I wanted to almost see that again, right? It needs more items, first and foremost. But I mean, it's just a demo at the end of the day, too. It's an interesting idea. I'd almost assume that there would be more ways to automate it and make things go by faster. But I mean, they want you to just get good at it to some degree, right? Can I like look at the wheel here? It says level 2. What does that mean for me? It looks like when I get here, we get plus 30 seconds. And when you get all the way up here, you get plus a minute. And when you get all the way over here, you get plus 50% HP. Soldier. Oh, Soldier's quite different, it looks. Oh, so it's like a different class. Wait, is it just straight up easier? Automatically places crosses in a completed row or column. Wait, that's great. Wait, why didn't I play with that? You're kidding me. I should have done that. Bosses to defeat 2. Time per floor. Plus 0.5x. Trying to understand. Says there's 4 bosses to defeat. Oh, difficulty, I see. But you get something for the difficulty increase as well. Archer, not unlocked, reach floor 6. It's definitely interesting. I can give it that much. I hope it made sense and I explained it as best that I could in case you've never played a game like Picross, you know. But let me know what y'all think. It was weird, right? I'm definitely looking forward to this one. I think they have some work to do, though, you know, in making sure it stays fun. I think the UI is actually quite nice. I think the music's kind of cool. It reminds me of, oh gosh, what's the name of that game? Ooh, Loop Hero. That's the one. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I shall see you in another video.